chaps, the jolly good chaps. We'll take it once more. Okay, once more from yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, yeah. If Ireland, the Irish, will take it away. If Ireland, the Irish, make
Linda come to write Give Ireland Back to the Irish?
The morning after what they call the newspapers Bloody Sunday, I read the newspapers and it just looked a bit wrong what the British Army was doing in there. It looked bit wrong to me, so I just started on this piano and wrote the song. You know, that's how I did it.
How do you feel about Ireland? Do you think of yourself as being Irish in any way?
No, not really. I'm British. You know, I was born in Britain and that. And the song's written from a British point of view. You know, it's. I've had people saying you shouldn't go talking if you're not Irish. But the point is, the British army that's causing the trouble, not the Irish. You know, the Irish got taken over about 800 years ago, a little bit of it, by the British. You know, they injected British people into there and made it a little bit of Britain. But I've always really thought of it all as one place, Ireland, you know.
Well, it's one island anyway.
Yeah. But I mean, I see the trouble now being that certain people, you know, think that the British shouldn't be there. And if they are there, they certainly shouldn't be shooting the Irish people, you know. And I think they shouldn't be, you know. It's a bit much.
You think the British should get out?
Yeah, you know, eventually that's what I think, yeah.
That the solution is for Britain to give Ireland back to the Irish?
Yeah.
Were you involved in this song, Linda, writing it and getting it together?
I helped, yes, a bit.
She helped me. Shut up! Excuse me, it's the
that's
dogs.
the dogs, yeah.
This is the dogs.
Troublemakers. How do you feel about the Irish problem?
Well, I think, like most things in life, that people should have what is theirs. And I think people have, especially governments, went like into Jamaica and other islands and just killed off the natives and took over. And I think now especially we should give things back to people. People should own themselves. Really, you know, same in Ireland. It would be like in America if Long Island were taken over by, let's say, the English. We'll use them as an example. It's part of America, therefore America should have it. And same with Ireland.
Yeah, and the Americans fought, you know, when the English started taking over them. I mean, the English have got a great history of this, you know, and I was brought up to be proud of it, you know, the British Empire. I'm proud of what the British owned all over the world. You know, we used to own most of the world at one time, almost. Gradually had to sort of give it back because people said, hey, listen, it's ours, you know, not yours, and they wanted it back. Well, I just see that's the same thing in Ireland. You know, it's a little bit of territory we've gained in the past. And I figure that if we didn't gain it legally and with the consent of the majority of the people, then there was something wrong somewhere. And I think this Bloody Sunday, you know, where the British paratroop regiment went in and sort of shot at the people, like that, it just isn't on as far as I'm concerned. You know, I'm more on their side than the British troops in that particular thing, because they are the people who live there. It's their country, they're the Irish, and we're the British. And no matter how many of the Ulster people say, yeah, we're British too, I can see that point of view. But me as a British citizen, I don't like my army going around shooting my Irish brothers. That's about the size of it.
And you say you're British.
Well, I'm British, yeah, of course I am.
With some Irish antecedents.
I've probably got some Irish background, yes, but I feel British, you know. And as I say, I like to feel proud of Britain and what Britain does, you know. I like to feel that we are good old British justice and stuff, you know. I like to believe all that stuff. But I say when they go in and start sort of shooting people as sort of obviously badly as it was on that day, I think we're just pushing our luck, you know. I think we're bound to come a cropper in the end if that's the tactics we're using. So I think we should just quit it.
What about the people who want to reunite in Ireland and they want to go about it by desperate and violent means? That is the IRA.
Look, I hate any form of killing or war or murder, any of that kind of stuff, because I don't think anyone really likes that stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, if I were, and this is what we say in the song, if now, on my way to work or on the way into the city, some Irish soldiers stopped me and searched me, I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't. It's like when Hitler was going to invade Britain. You know, he did invade a little bit of it, and everyone hated it, and everyone thought, you know, bloody Nazis. But and I feel that that's what the Irish people, the ones who commit the IRA and that, must feel towards the British. So whilst I don't like them killing, in a way, if people are shooting at them, they can't just sit there and not shoot back, you know. So whilst I don't dig it, it's really it's inevitable, you know, that if they get shot at, they'll shoot back.
It's the only way they think they can get the British out.
You know, they're fighting a war, in fact. The Irish are fighting a war against the British, and it's been going on 800 years now. And the Irish people, I suppose, see a chance now to escalate it and to maybe get rid of the British at last, you know. But I just figure that we can't. I don't see how Britain, you know, has to hang in there, you know, like that. I'm sure we could just get out, give it back to the Irish, and let them sort it out themselves. You know, it's their problem, really. But originally, excuse me, I just heard the other night that what started this whole thing, you know, was, like I say, 800 years ago, whatever it was, and the British did sort of walk in and did start planting British people in Ireland and gain a bit of territory. You know, that's the same to me as the black man in Rhodesia wanting Rhodesia back, the Vietnamese wanting Vietnam back for themselves. You know, they want all these foreign aggressors out. And to me, it's too close to home, you know, where my army is a foreign aggressor now. So I feel like the American people who don't like the American army being in Vietnam. There's a million stories, a million sides to the case. But the real truth is they should stop fighting, stop messing around and come to some kind of reasonable solution, you know.
The British Army's fighting in Ireland, Paul. But the British Broadcasting Corporation won't play your song. What do you think about that?
Well, I think they're silly, you know. I think any kind of repression like that, you know, it always ends up in the person who is being banned getting more out of it than the people who ban it. Witness this, you know, you want an interview about it, it's such big news because they ban it and all that. And I think if they'd just played it, people would have just listened to the opinion. I don't think anyone would have leapt out and gone shooting people. I think they would have just listened to the opinion. It's quite a fair opinion. It's quite a reasonable opinion.
It's not exactly a radical opinion either. A lot of people are saying it, aren't they?
That's what I mean. You see, I believe. I mean, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you shouldn't." The people who do say you shouldn't have done it, they're not in the majority. But the people who do say, they say you shouldn't have bothered, you know, going political and stuff. But I say, you know, you can't really help it when it's your army and when you feel something about it. You can't just sit down and just sort of say, well, I'll stay an entertainer all the time and just sing pretty songs about something else.
Yeah.
If to sing a song about it might help somewhere, you know.
The BBC, when they banned it, they said it was clearly politically controversial.
Yeah.
When you wrote it, did you realize that charge would be leveled against?
Well, you see, the thing is, the whole situation is clearly politically controversial, and you can't say anything about it without being controversial. You know, I wonder whether they would have banned it if I'd said, go kill the Irish. Yeah, I don't know, you know, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, it's just my opinion written into a song and sung by me and my group, you know. And that's about where it ends for me, you know. It's my opinion, it's my summing up of what I think about it after they leapt in and killed a few of them. I think it's just not good enough, and I'd like them to stop it, you know. It's a British gentleman offering a British opinion. That's about it.
And as an entertainer, it doesn't worry you getting a bit into politics?
No, I mean, you can't stay out of it, you know. I mean, if you think at all, these days,
what with
communication, you know? We're still humans, you know, and you wake up, you read your newspaper, and it affects you. That's one of the dogs. It affects you, you know, so I don't mind too much about getting people saying, oh, you're too political. You got to fight. Shut up!
We have a friend.
No, I don't mind. That doesn't worry me, you know. Like I say, I don't now plan to do everything I do as a political thing, you know. But just on this one occasion, I think the British government overstepped their mark and showed themselves to be more of a repressive regime than I ever believed them to be.
Paul and Linda McCartney, thank you very much.
Thank you.